This is Gerard Wellbrock inviting you to join us for Tiger Talk. Catch the video replay of Monday night's radio program at 10:30 and 7 o'clock, Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614. That's Tiger Talk, Mondays on Tiger Radio Mix 103 and Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10:30 and 7 on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Tiger Talk. Gerard Wellbrock with you for the next half hour or so as we talk Fort Hays State football with head coach Chris Brown. Tigers gearing up for the start of their season. It's finally here. Thursday night, they'll be in Edmond, Oklahoma to take on the Broncos of Central Oklahoma. And we've got a lot to cover here in our first program. We'll take a look at both sides of the ball and have a preview look at UCO, the Tigers' Week 1 opponent. Tiger Talk again presented by the Hayes Med Orthopedic Institute, the Taco Shop, G&L Tire and Automotive, Golden Belt Bank of Hayes and Ellis, Adams Brown, Barron and Ball, Couture for Men and Women, BTI, and Eagle Communications. We'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Chris Brown. It all comes your way next, right here on Tiger Talk. Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Gerard Wellbrock, head coach Chris Brown, as Fort Hays State embarks on the 2015 football season. And, Coach, hard to believe it's here, although I know you guys have been working hard for about a month now, and I'm sure very excited and anxious to get this new season underway.
Yeah, we are. You know, our kids are ready to play. They're tired of beating up on each other each week or each day. And, you know, it just gets old after a while. And now we're going against our scout teams, preparing for UCO, you know, but our kids are ready. They've been focused. They're locked in and understand what we're doing offensively and defensively. And right now we're just trying to clean things up and making sure we're sharp on both sides of the ball. But, you know, it's here. It's time. Our kids are excited. I'm excited. And, you know, we're off to a new season. I just want to see where these kids have come from, you know, in a year's time.
You've had a one-win improvement in each of your years at Fort Hays State, now entering your 5th season. I guess what's it going to take for that to continue here in 2015?
I think it's consistency. You know, we haven't played real consistent, you know, especially in the second half of the year. You know, we didn't play the fourth quarter, which we lost a lot of games in the fourth quarter last year. And we got to play, you know, we got to finish ball games and we got to win more games at home. You know, I think that's been our main fall is we don't win a lot of games at home right now. And that's kind of our kids' motto this year is defend the fort. And that's taking care of games on our home field and win those games. And then, you know, go on the road and get some wins as well. But, you know, the fourth quarter playing consistently, creating some turnovers on defense, scoring some points on offense and just, you know, play hard, play well, and play for each other. And I think those will be the things that help us, you know, win some more games this year.
As you look at your team, this whole process really started at the end of last season. And I know you've, ever since day one, you've had the job at Fort Hays State. You've talked about keeping kids in town over the summer, and it sounds like you had your best summer for attendance, and I would think you'd hope that will correlate into their play starting on Thursday.
You know, and it should. You know, the kids are here all summer with one another, starting to understand, you know, the defense and the offense, and, you know, just get to know each other better as a person and as a player, and, you know, and then they can count on one another. They start to trust one another as well, and, you know, having 65 kids here this summer, that just shows the commitment that these kids have, their work ethic, the things they want to accomplish in life and on the football field. And, you know, I'm very proud of their attitudes and the things that they've done through the summer, and hopefully that carries over, you know, to this fall, in which I think it will.
Some changes this year. Coach Bryant, new offensive line coach, offensive coordinator, Coach Vigil working with the quarterbacks. How much of a difference will the fans see on game day with the offense and just the style and what you guys want to accomplish from what we've seen in the past with those two new guys?
You know, I just think, you know, our kids are going to play harder offensively. They're going to understand what they're doing offensively, and, you know, just our tempo, you know, will be pretty good too. And it's just something that, you know, our fans haven't seen in a long time. And you know, it's basically just goes back to our kids are going to be confident, you know, in what they're doing offensively. And I think that's going to be the big change you see. Our kids are going to be making the plays that they should make instead of, you know, letting the one slip away here and there. But, you know, I'm pretty excited about those two and what they've done with our offense so far, and just the tempo of the game, the way our kids have picked up the offense, and continue to get better. You know, they continue to get better each day and each week, and very impressed with what they've done offensively. And you know, the kids are pretty fired up about it. They're excited about it. When you get kids like that, you know, good things are going to happen for you.
We'll talk more specifically about the offense here in just a little bit. A reminder, Tiger Talk brought to you by the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill. They're open 7 days a week just north of I-70 in Hayes. From salads to chicken, meatloaf to sliders, potatoes, vegetables, even dessert. They have it all for you at a very low price every day. The Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, the best buffet in the USA. We will take a break, come back and talk more about that Fort Hays State offense with Coach Chris Brown. We'll do it right after this break here on Tiger Talk.
They're growing up and getting busier. Between school, sports, dance, sleepovers, you want to make sure they can always reach you when they need to. Nextech Wireless has the perfect cell phone starter plan. For only $40 per month, it includes unlimited data, calling, and texting. There are no contracts or overages, so they can call, text, YouTube, and stream all they want. Plus, smartphones start at just $150. Certain restrictions apply. Get the $40 WOW unlimited plan at Nextech Wireless.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Gerard Walbrock, head football coach Chris Brown, as Fort Hays State gets set to open up the 2015 campaign this Thursday night in Edmond, Oklahoma, against the University of Central Oklahoma. Tiger Talk presented once again this evening by the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, where kids eat free Tuesdays from 4 until close. That's kids and 11 under eat free with a drink at the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, the best buffet in the USA. We talked a little bit about the offense. Let's get in there more specifically, and I guess it starts at the quarterback position. I know we've talked many times, maybe too much pressure or too much credit given to that position, but you've got a returning starter, a senior, a veteran, Travion Albert. Talk a little bit about his development and where he is going into his senior campaign, and now that he's had several years now at quarterback under his belt.
Yeah, he's done a really good job, you know, through this summer and through last spring of really starting to understand our new offense and what we're doing offensively. He's taking more ownership in what we're doing, understanding what each person's doing on the football field as well, and been able to get guys lined up, explaining their route concepts and, you know, the running game as well, where guys should be, and that's a huge improvement in him. You can show that tells, you know, he has matured and understands the game and cares about the game a little bit more, but you know, just his overall development through this summer and with Coach Viejo working with him, you know, through the spring, he's really turned into a pretty darn good quarterback. Sees things well, runs well, has got a very, very strong arm, but I'm very proud of, you know, what he's done to prepare for this season and make himself better, not only himself, but his team.
And then the guy right behind him, a redshirt freshman, Jacob Mazzara. I know you've been excited about him from day one and really kind of saw it in the spring this past season. But so far in fall camp, he just continues to get better and better. Very excited about having him one step closer to getting onto the field.
It is, you know, good to have a kid like that. You know, he's not happy being the backup. You know, he wants to be the guy and he wants to be the starter, and you know, and he's going to fight every day until he becomes that starter. So, you know, which is good for us. You know, that'll push Travion through the whole year instead of, you know, just sitting back, relaxing, and thinking he has the job. You know, Mazzara, he's a great kid, smart young man, good with his feet, good with his hands, good with his eyes. He's got a great head on his shoulders, and you know, he's only continue to get better, and he's only going to make Travion better as well.
Look at the running back position. Obviously graduated a great veteran, Ed Smith, a 4-year player for you, and great contributions. But you have a redshirt freshman, Malik Thomas, who's really emerged, and then a name folks may remember from a few years ago, Shaquille Cooper back.
Yeah, we do, you know, and that's good to have back. You know, we still got Kenneth Aheen, but, you know, Malik has really stepped up, you know, through spring and through this fall camp of been a great force on our offense. You know, runs the ball well, catches the ball well out of the backfield. He's got great hands, got great vision, and he's one of those kids that can break at any time. And getting Shaq back is a huge benefit for us on offense as well. Kid's very explosive, has great speed, sees the hole very well, and he's a kid that could score at any time if given the chance. And you know, but Ahim, you know, he's just this little scat back cat, you know, that can run very well for us and sees the holes very well, and he's one of those kids again. He was a track kid that can run very well, and if he gets a chance to hit a seam and get vertical, you know, he's got a great chance to score as well. So I feel like, you know, 3 backs there that have big play potential in him, and you know, that's going to make our offense a lot better.
Yeah, Kenneth had a great finish to last season, and looking for bigger things out of him this year as well. Wide receivers, you got some veterans back, but you've gone out and added a few guys to help bolster that position, which looks maybe as deep as it's been since you've been at Fort Hays.
We do have some depth. You know, we added Andrew Floria from Central Michigan, great player, great receiver, got great hands, runs great routes, very, very smooth in everything that he does. Also going to be our punt returner. But he's just a kid that when he steps on the field, he's doesn't really say much. He just goes to work and does the things he needs to do to make himself a great football player and a great wide receiver. Then you add Bilal and Maxie, and you got Bacon, you got Evan Jennings and Pandolfo. I mean, there's tons of kids there that can make things happen and make plays happen for us, and all got great speed, got great hands, and Bilal and Maxie, those are two big kids that are very strong kids and can block very well on the edge for you as well. So I'm very proud of that group and what Coach McCray's done with those guys to get them to play at this level, and they're probably some of the best receivers you're going to see in the conference.
And we talk about a lot of the skill positions on offense. It all starts up front. I know you've had a few guys banged up in camp. Hopefully they're all ready to go on Thursday. But a group of offensive linemen, most of them saw some experience, and a lot of them started last season. Evaluate how those guys have played so far in camp and what you're expecting out of them.
Done well. They've done a good job adjusting to Coach Bryant, his coaching style, and his philosophies on offense. And he's a physical guy. Wants our guys to play physical up front, be aggressive, and then get off the ball, and just get after the defensive linemen. And they're adjusting that, but they've gotten a lot better, just through last spring and through this fall camp. But, you got Mason Dickey, Chico Feldenberger, Colby Hamill, Matt Herbert. I mean, tons of guys that have gotten a lot of reps in game situations. And, that's kind of the veteran group, too, on the O-line are those guys. And, they're going to continue to get better as the year goes on, and they're going to get more explosive as the year goes on. And, I expect big things out of those guys and getting a good push and getting some seams for our running backs to hit the hole. And, if they can do what we want to up front and handle the line of scrimmage and dominate the line of scrimmage, we're going to have a pretty good year with those guys.
Well, they really came on strong down the stretch last year. As you saw, the Tigers put up some pretty big numbers in the final several weeks of the season. Hopefully a big carryover here into 2015. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Tiger defense, a little bit younger group out there here for 2015. We'll do that next. Tiger Talk, again, presented by the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, the best buffet in the USA. Back with more right after this on Tiger Talk.
Have you ever wondered about CrossFit or wanting to try a new workout routine?
Connecting with CrossFit is a home-based exercise program designed to introduce you to the basic movements.
The workouts incorporate functional movements to improve your everyday life.
We will guide you through a warm-up, a workout, and a cool-down in each episode.
Join us on Eagle Cable, Channel 14 and 614 to increase your baseline of fitness and to connect with CrossFit.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk. Gerard Wellbrock, head football coach Chris Brown. The program brought to you by the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, where you can enjoy the Sunrise Breakfast Buffet starting at 7:30 on Saturdays and Sundays at the Golden Corral. They're just north of I-70 in Hayes, the best buffet in the USA. We've talked a lot about the offense. Now we're going to shift gears to the defense. And, boy, you graduated a lot of really good football players. You start looking at who's not back from last year. And I guess that would, I would think, be the big question mark. How will the defense respond, especially with so many young guys? You're going to have a lot of redshirt freshmen and sophomores playing key roles this year.
That'll be as the year goes on. They're going to mature and get better as the year goes on. They got to get in a game situation, and that's the only way those kids are going to get better. And our offense is going to be strong early on, but I think as the year progresses, we're going to get a lot better. It's just getting those kids some experience, getting them in the game and understanding what they're doing, getting used to the speed of the game, and how physical this conference really is. But I think as the year goes on, we're going to get better. We got great senior leadership from Brock Long, Justin McPhail, and then our junior Alex Schmidberger, they're at the linebacking core, and those three guys are very, very, elusive and understand the defense and teach the kids and keep everybody on the same page. That we're really counting on those three guys to really keep things going in the right direction. And plus, you got Dan Lindsay, in our secondary that's really keeping those guys lined out and understanding what we're doing defensively.
Yeah, you mentioned those three. They're linebackers. That's the one position you return a lot of experience. Defensive line, on the other hand, you lost three very, very good starters. It appears you've got some talent there ready to step up and fill those roles, but I guess you won't know until you roll it out there on Thursday night on game day.
And you won't, but I feel like, I'm pretty comfortable with those guys, and I feel good about, what they can do. The main thing with them is just get off the ball, create some havoc, and, let our linebackers run to the ball, create double teams, keep those guys off our linebackers, and let those guys, fly around and let our linebackers fly around and make plays. And, if they can do that, we're going to be okay. But I feel good. Got Luke Wright back, and you got Noah Devin, who's finally healthy and going to play for us. And down inside we got Nathan Shepard and Tamua Masanai, and a few other guys that I feel can fill in and do some good things. And you know, that's where it all starts. If we can get off the ball and create havoc and create double teams, you know, I think defensively we're going to be okay.
Yeah, good to see Noah Devin back out there. Really had a pretty good freshman year a couple of years ago. Didn't get onto the field because of injury last year, but a big body who's got another year experience, and who knows, maybe that injury keeping him out last year in the long run will benefit him to just get his body a little bit bigger and become a force up there.
It will. You know, he's still got 3 years for us now, and you know, since we got the medical red shirt, and I think him just really understanding the game, you know, sitting out for a couple of years really kind of puts you behind the 8 ball a little bit. But he's going to be fine once he figures it out and understands what we want him to do, you know, defensively and at the defensive end position. He's going to be fine. He's a big athletic kid with a lot of talent, and you know, he just needs to use that talent, and when he figures it out, I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
You kind of mentioned the secondary. Lindsey, one of the leaders there. You have DeAndre James at safety. Played for you last year, but it'll be a little different without Michael Jordan. He was kind of a safety blanket back there for you all these past years.
Yeah, he was. You know, Michael knew our defense in and out. He's very good in that secondary position. Really got everybody lined out exactly on what they need to do. Now, DeAndre needs to kind of take that role over, and you know, we watched some film of Michael Jordan, how he played the game and how he got everybody, you know, lined up. And then DeAndre's, you know, starting to take ownership in that and understand that he needs to be that guy. And he can be that guy. He just has to be confident in himself and quick with decision making. But he's a very athletic kid. I mean, he played 2 games for us last year. And, you know, the Pitt State game was one of those games, and he's a big reason why we won that game.
Well, the Tigers will be opening up their season Thursday night in Edmond, Oklahoma. The Broncos of Central Oklahoma will be the opponent. We'll take our final break of the program, and we'll have a preview of the season opener right after this. It's Tiger Talk presented by the Golden Corral Buffet and Grill just north of I-70 in Hayes, and our final segment is next.
They're growing up and getting busier. Between school, sports, dance, sleepovers, you want to make sure they can always reach you when they need to. Nextech Wireless has the perfect cell phone starter plan. For only $40 per month, it includes unlimited data, calling, and texting. There are no contracts or overages, so they can call, text, YouTube, and stream all they want. Plus, smartphones start at just $150. Certain restrictions apply. Get the $40 WOW Unlimited plan at Nextech Wireless.
Welcome back to Tiger Talk, our final segment as we take a preview look at the Broncos of Central Oklahoma. That'll be Thursday night's opponent down in Edmond, and you know, they had a great turnaround from 2 years ago to last year. I know they came into Lewis Field and kind of took it to you pretty good, and I know a lot of folks were pretty impressed with their team, and they went on and had a great year. 8 wins, made it to the postseason, and they've got a lot of those players back. Obviously a big challenge in the opener on Thursday.
It is. It's a huge challenge for us. And, you know, we go back and watch that game. There's a few situations, you know, we don't fumble the ball here and you know, do a few little, make a tackle here and there. And, you know, it's a little bit closer of a ball game. You know, they do a little trick play for a touchdown that we probably should have picked. So, you know, there's 14 points right there that you could probably one way or the other. But, you know, they're a very, very good football team. The quarterback is tremendous, great scrambler. You know, if he can get out of trouble pretty easy. But their O-line is very solid up front. Running back's a solid running back, and he's strong. He's physical, sees things well, and you know, they got a great receiving corps coming back. So, you know, they're going to be tough, and you know, they do things offensively that can give you some troubles and a little misdirection stuff as well. But you know, they're very talented up front, and you know, that quarterback is very impressive, and we got to find a way to contain him, keep him in the pocket, and not let him get out.
Yeah, Chess Stollard, freshman of the year last year in the MIAA, and what I remember, he was just difficult to tackle. I mean, he maybe doesn't look like your typical quarterback. He's got almost a linebacker's body on him. He's tough to bring down.
He is, you know, and you get guys on him, he's just slick. He's got one little movement that will make guys miss him, and you know, if you are on him, somehow he gets out of those tackles, and it's just impressive the things that he can do, and we got to do a good job of gang tackling him, getting to him, keep him in the pocket, you know, especially with our D-line. And, you know, I think if we can do those things, we can kind of control their offense a little bit. But, you know, who knows with some of these. They got a couple of other guys that are coming in. I know they got a tailback from Sam Houston, I believe, and then another wide receiver that's going to be pretty talented as well. So who knows? You never know. It's a new year, new game, and it's the first game of the year, so there's a lot of unknowns right now. But I think he's the main one we got to make sure that we take care of.
Yeah, they seem to bring back a lot of experience on offense, and I guess that is what makes this first one scary because, as we talked about a little bit ago, it's your defense that has the youth and inexperience, and they're going to get thrown in the fire right out of the gate.
Yeah, we are. And, we just got to be ready for everything and be able to adjust to everything. Keep it pretty simple for our guys and understand what we are doing defensively, and then adjust to what they're doing offensively during the game. But I think the quarterback is the main one. If we can do things to contain him and keep him in check, I think we can be okay.
You went 5-1 on the road a year ago, and I know the one loss you'd like to get back at Washburn, but this team, really the last couple of years, has developed into a pretty good road team. That's always exciting, and they're certainly going to need that, but they seem to have the right mental makeup and mind frame going into road games.
Yeah, they do. We do a lot with them on the road, just traveling together, in the hotel room together, all the meetings that we do with them, feeding them as well, and we're just around them quite a bit, and we keep them locked in and we keep them pretty focused. And, we got to find a way to do that at home as well, which seems to be a little bit tougher. But, we have played well on the road, and hopefully we continue to do the things that we need to win some ball games on the road because, we want to win every game at home, but we need to win some road games as well to hopefully get us past, what we did last year and maybe get us to the playoffs or even a bowl game this year.
All right, well, it all starts Thursday night down at Edmond, Oklahoma, the Tigers and UCO. Coach, as always, we appreciate it. Looking forward to it, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Thanks, Gerard. We'll see you there.
That is head coach Chris Brown. Again, Fort Hays State at Central Oklahoma Thursday night, a 7 o'clock kick from Wantland Stadium in Edmond. Certainly hope you can make the trip down. If you can, you can, of course, catch it on Tiger Radio Mix 103 right here with the Auto World pregame show at 6 o'clock. It's actually going to be a 7:07 kick. It's also the MIAA TV network game of the week on Thursday. It's going to wrap up the program. It's, of course, brought to you once again by the Hayes Med Orthopedic Institute, the Taco Shop, G&L Tire and Automotive, Golden Belt Bank of Hayes and Ellis, Adams, Brown, Barron and Ball, Couture for Men and Women, BTI, Eagle Communications, and Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, where they're open 7 days a week just north of I-70 in Hayes. The Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, best buffet in the USA. For head coach Chris Brown, this is Gerard Walbrock. So long, everyone.
This is Gerard Walbrock inviting you to join us for Tiger Talk. Catch the video replay of Monday night's radio program at 10:30 and 7 o'clock, Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614. That's Tiger Talk, Mondays on Tiger Radio Mix 103 and Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10:30 and 7 on Eagle Cable Channel 14 and 614.